I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I had to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that flag accepted.
Still first down.
Now Clark to throw on 1st and 10. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Clark. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They run up the middle with Bush. Down right around the 25. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky. Clark now off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Clark, and a throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. There's plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's over, let's dominate.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 10 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Bigsby. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, they stick with Bush. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Andre Cisco there on the stop. Now 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Clark to throw on 2nd down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They give to Bush going right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 18. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Clark, the quick slant caught. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here's a toss. Bush to the left. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to get this out to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. First first play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Now Clark on first down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Operating from the gun. Clark. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bush. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Bush trying the middle. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 31. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll go again with Bush. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Clark operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Clark. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man. That's Richie James. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Richie James, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got out.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now this offense, and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. This is Bush. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Joe Mixon, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Ezekiel Elliott, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Dak Prescott, a touchdown pass in the victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Clark to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Off the option, here's Etienne. Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Lawrence will throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin this season.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Lawrence. James has got it. Complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, it's Bush. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clark over the middle and complete to Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Clark, he's got it. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off. Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Bush. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. On the delay, it's Bush. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. A give running right, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's James. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now Clark to throw. Throwing on 1st down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Bush. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarter.
Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And New York set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Here's a 2nd and 5. They run up the middle with Bush. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Bush on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back. Now
can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
On 2nd down, it's Bush. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.